Heart, and this is the lovely Latonya Black.
Hello.
And this is Conversations with Carl and Latonya. This episode is entitled The Man's Heart, and this is something that has really been on my mind and in my heart for a while. And lately it's been even more just strong in my spirit that I just wanted to share some things with you about the man's heart. This is kind of where we kind of live in the shadows for the most part. Not me exactly, because people know that I kind of talk about stuff pretty openly. And people have said that I'm transparent. I'm like, no kidding. Mm-hmm. It's just the way it is. So I just want to share some of these things. And these are very general observations. So there might be some things that may not apply to your husband, your boyfriend, your brother, your uncle, your father. But I guarantee you that pretty much these are pretty generally true. So let me just start by giving kind of a macro, an overview of some things that I want to say. The first thing is, ladies, we are not you. I think that a lot of times that ladies get into a little trouble when they try to compare how they're feeling, how they would handle things according to how you handle them. And we just don't operate. We're different, and thank God for that. We as men have a lot of options. Choices and women and ladies we can choose from. I don't think that you could ever understand the types and the level of options that men have to choose from in terms of women to choose from. I mean, it's just, I'm not trying to make myself Hugh Hefner, and I'm like more of the average side of this equation, but I can tell you that men have options. And then this geographically, as it relates to LA, is even more intense. So that's true. Men have options. So that's the macro. Getting more to the point of what I want to talk about is when a man makes a choice and decides that he wants to be with you, whether it be in a relationship, a monogamous relationship, an exclusive relationship, or a marriage, or God forbid. When we make that choice, let me tell you something. That heart is decided to be heroic, to be loving, to provide for, to be the priest of. Every man who walks in that decision in his heart is inclined to be that way, in spite of whatever imperfections he brings to the table, because no man is perfect, by the way. I'm talking about the heart of the man. So last year, I went through a divorce where my wife divorced me. Now, it wasn't just me. There were other men who I've noticed who went through the same thing. And the way we handled it, it's different. I mean, it's not exactly anything that you can imagine. Because when we make this kind of decision to walk with a woman, it is for life. We just have it in our hearts, in spite of whatever imperfections we bring to the table. That's how we are. So I put a meme out some time ago. And basically it said something like this. It said that we as men don't marry to use, to abuse, to live off of, to ride off the coattails of. Because as men, I guarantee you, based upon the options that I talked to you about earlier, we don't have to marry to do that, ladies. We really don't have to marry to do that. And so I would say to you that when you meet a brother, he's coming at you, and he's proclaiming love and permanence and all these dreams, and asking you to join him in his dreams, because we also need you to help us in our life call. If you can't respect that brother, if you can't get on board with who he is, just leave him. Just leave him there for the next lady who might be able to get him. And the real issue is, I know brothers who are going through some really, really hard times based upon their failure in the relationship, the divorce happened, and they just cannot seem to pull their boots up to walk again. I'm so blessed because last year I had some amazing people who walked with me, who prayed with me, who took me to task and challenged me to grow. And God just took that and added to it. And I'm fortunate because here I am with the lovely Latonya Black sitting right next to me. And it just is a pretty amazing testimony. But I just want you ladies to understand that we are not you. We walk to the beat of a different drummer than you do. And when we choose to come off the market and choose you, we mean it. And conversely, when you see brothers out there who are not making the move the way you'd like them to make it, or when they aren't walking and stepping to you the way you want them to step to you, understand that they have to walk to the beat of their own heart. And they have to make sure that you are the one for them. So, do you have anything you want to say? I mean, I kind of rambled for a while. Latonya Black.
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I think men, even when things don't work out, we tend to see men more of the dog, you know, but in a committed relationship, I think men tend to even hurt more than what we think, you know, because we're always like, we're the emotional creatures, we're the ones who feel all the pain, we're the ones who usually are getting dogged
and can
out.
show it too, because when I showed a lot of emotion last year, and I'm glad that I did. I think it actually may have made people go tilt. This guy's crazy, but I think at the end of the day, it served me well. And most men aren't trained to do that, and neither am I. I think the fact that I'm an artist, that helps. But let me tell you something: the stuff that men go through, and you see all the time. Men who do harm to their exes, and because they don't want divorces, and men who just don't have it. They stalk, they climb fences, it's crazy. It's crazy. And this is also why a lot of men are scared and will not pull the trigger, is because they don't want to see this happen to them on the other side. And men, I'm saying to you, be brave. Walk in it anyway. Walk in the call that God has called you to be husbands, leaders, entrepreneurs, winners, and heroes. Mm-hmm. Men of God. Don't let the failure or the apparent lack of failure in relationships and marriage stop you from walking in that purpose, because there will be someone out there for you who will embrace your call and will embrace your love and protect your heart. She's there. Protect your heart, but be brave about it at the same time. Okay?
That's right. That's good.
So this is kind of...
That's good. You said enough. I think you said it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, look. I was also told that I'm not very clear about how to reach us. twicemarriedbrother@gmail.com. Twice Married Bro at Twitter. Follow us there. Chicks and Nuggets.
Chicks and Nuggets. Yes. Chicks and Nuggets at gmail.com.
Chicks and Nuggets.
Yeah, we're a great little group on, well, not so group, little anymore. Yeah, it's over 400. But yeah, just talking to women about the same kind of issues and heart. Mm-hmm. It's who we are.
Right.
Yeah, and like you said, for the heart of a man, just to top it off from a female perspective, I just don't think we think enough about a man's heart, because we're always so concerned foremost about ours. And
and I want to say this in closing: I am not an advocate of ladies being a footstool or whatever, be trampled on your feelings. I'm not saying that. I will say that no one gets married to get divorced. No one enters relationships to use and abuse for the most part. I mean, most men are not sociopaths. You get a few out there that are that way, but that is not generally speaking what men do. When stuff happens in relationships, stuff happens. Yeah. So just understand that and try to be sympathetic and understanding. And men, choose ladies who have those attributes for your life. Because even if stuff goes left, you want to still know that you're safe to be able to be that again. Okay, so that's it.
That's it.
All right, that's a conversation with Carl and Latonya. Yes. I'm Carl Gilliard, and this is Latonya Black. Aren't you?
Yes.
You sure?
I'm very.
Where's your ID?
Bye. Good, thank you.
Do famous.
Bye.